Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. According to Foot Mercato, Paul Pogba wants to join PSG this summer. Man United could demand 4 players as part of Paul Pogba's swap deal with PSG. PSG have stepped up their interest. Man United have set their asking price for Paul Pogba. It's £51 million. Julian Lawns did say that PSG are considering making a move. Fabrizio Romano said the other day that PSG are interested in signing Paul Pogba, and PSG have already made contact with Paul Pogba's representatives. Not so long ago, Mino Raiola held talks with PSG's president. Kimpembe did say at one point that Pogba would be welcome to PSG. PSG want to partner Pogba alongside Wijnaldum in their midfield. And now Paul Pogba's current contract expires next year. Last season we triggered that 1-year extension on his contract. Solskjaer did say that he's hopeful that Paul Pogba will stay and sign a new contract. He said we actually fear losing Pogba on a free transfer. Now, Sky Sports News did say that Man United were in ongoing talks with Pogba's representatives over a new contract, and it said Man United wanted to make Pogba the Premier League's highest paid player with a new 5-year contract worth £104 million. Now, Pogba's endured 5 seasons at Manchester United since he rejoined. He's won 3 trophies at the club so far. That's the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield. As it stands at the moment, he's our most expensive signing because we paid £89 million for him. I want him to stay at Man United though for next season because Pogba is an imperative player, and he produced very good performances in the last couple of months of last season. At one point last season, he was out with a thigh injury for a while. He does bring creativity to the team. I thought Pogba enjoyed a good tournament with France. Not so long ago, he had a fallout with Adrien Rabiot. Swap deals have been on the agenda. There was talks of a Raphael Varane and Paul Pogba swap deal, but that swap deal isn't going to materialise, and there was talks of a Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba swap deal, but Pogba has had a long-running transfer saga, and only been linked with PSG, Madrid have been relentless linked with him, his former club Juventus have been in for him. He endured 4 exceptional years with Juventus before he rejoined Man United, and Barcelona and Inter Milan have been in for him before. Mino Raiola has obviously been desperate to get Paul Pogba out of the football club. Now, Raphael Varane would be the perfect signing for Manchester United. Now, according to AS, Manchester United are very close to signing Raphael Varane from Real Madrid. Raphael Varane could be signed for a fee in the region of 40 million to 50 million. Man United are 12 million short of Real Madrid's asking price for Varane. Raphael Varane wants a switch to Man United. He's refused PSG. Man United have been given the green light for Varane. Real Madrid have given Varane permission to negotiate a departure out of the club. Fabrizio Romano did say that Man United is still awaiting Real Madrid's response on the Rafael Varane approach. He said Man United have had direct contact with Real Madrid regarding Varane. Both clubs still remain in talks over the defender. The Manchester Evening News said last month that Man United submitted a £50 million bid, but Real Madrid was demanding £80 million. Varane has agreed personal terms with Man United, and he said we offered him a contract worth €12 million. Varane wants his move sorted within the next 2 weeks, but Varane has given his word that he wants to join Manchester United. Real Madrid offered Varane a renewal contract offer, but he rejected it. Varane's current contract with Real Madrid expires next year. Varane is regarded as one of the best centre-halves in the world. He's highly experienced, and if he comes to the Premier League, he will exceed expectations. If he comes to Man United, Varane and Harry Maguire, what a centre-back partnership that would be, because they complement each other very, very well. Went in for Varane 10 years ago under the Ferguson era. Varane has been at Real Madrid over 10 years. He's made 360 appearances in all competitions. He's won 18 major honours, so he's got a good pedigree as a player. Real Madrid got Varane from Lens back in 2011. There's a very good chance that Varane is going to be our third signing of this summer transfer window. You already know the news on Eduardo Camavinga from Rennes. Yesterday, I give you the news on Harry Kane from Tottenham. Football Insider said that Man United are in pole position to sign Harry Kane, and Tottenham have asked for £100 million and 2 players for Kane. The Manchester Evening News said that Tottenham have made their decision on Kane. They've decided not to sell Kane this summer. Man United are planning a swap deal with Tottenham in order to sign Kane. At one point there was talks of an Anthony Martial and Harry Kane swap deal. Now, it did say the other month that Man United were prepared to double Harry Kane's wages to around £400,000 a week, and he said we would pay an £18 million signing-on fee to compensate any loss of his earnings on his Tottenham contract. One report said the other month that we would offer Kane £200 million and the captaincy. But was it back in May, Harry Kane put a transfer request in at Tottenham? Back in April, was it he made it clear, Kane, that he wants to win team trophies? Kane won the Golden Boot with Tottenham last season. Kane has been at Tottenham for 17 years. He's been in their senior squad since 2009. He's got a contract with Tottenham until 2024. He's had loan spells before with Leyton Orient, Millwall, Norwich and Leicester. Kane is regarded as one of the best strikers in the world. Kane's done well for England recently. scored the winner against Denmark. I think he scored 4 goals in 6 appearances, but he didn't enjoy a good start to the tournament until it went on further down the line. Man United have done business with Tottenham before. We got Michael Carrick off them a long time ago, and we got Dimitar Berbatov off them. It said a couple of weeks ago that Man City put a £100 million bid in for Kane. I think Solskjaer's made it clear that he wants 4 signings. Because Solskjaer's ambition next season is to win the Premier League. We haven't won the Premier League since 2013, which is 8 years ago now. Next season is going to be massive for Solskjaer. I think he's aware of that. Next season will be his 3rd full season. But I'm expecting Man United to enjoy a very good summer transfer window, because I am convinced that Solskjaer's going to get all the players he wants to recommend in. And it's about time Solskjaer got the backing he deserves, because he wasn't backed enough for such a long time. Don't forget, our board did say that they'll back Solskjaer with summer signings and a new 3-year contract. And it said just before the summer transfer window opened that Solskjaer had been given a £150 million transfer budget to buy around 4 or 5 new players. So far, Man United have made 2 signings in this summer transfer window. We brought Tom Eaton in on a free transfer from Aston Villa, and we've brought Jadon Sancho in from Borussia Dortmund. We are going to offload players in this summer transfer window. Like I said, De Gea could be leaving. Brandon Williams is going out on loan. I'm expecting us to offload Phil Jones. Axel Tuanzebe is going. I think Diego Dalot's leaving. We'll be looking to get rid of Andres Pereira permanently. Looks like Pogba's leaving now. I think there's a very good chance we're going to offload Donny van der Beek. And I've been hearing rumours saying that, we could be offloading Daniel James. I thought Martial was going to be leaving, but recent reports have said that Martial is now staying at Man United. And I thought Matic was going to be leaving, but now I'm hearing he's going to be staying at Man United. Matic and Martial are 2 players we should be offloading in this summer transfer window. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, I don't think he's the long-term manager for Man United, and I think a lot of United fans will agree with me on that aspect. But I think he does deserve at least next season. So I am Ole in. These United fans that are Ole in. There's also United fans that are Ole out. They've got their reasons behind it. Despite me criticising Solskjaer a lot during his managerial tenure at Man United, I still think he is our best manager since Ferguson. Solskjaer has under a year left, does he? On the current 3-year contract he signed when he got the job permanently back in March 2019. Solskjaer's been in charge of Man United now for almost 31 months, which is over 2 years. Reflecting now on his been at the club, he has gained some managerial experience and he has learnt quite a bit on the job. But Ollie hasn't got a proven pedigree as a manager. Before he was with us, he was at Mulder. He won a few Norwegian titles at Mulder, but they're not a big club. He enjoyed 2 spells at Mulder, and before Mulder, he was at Cardiff. His record at Cardiff was terrible. He only enjoyed a short tenure at Cardiff. The reason he got sacked from Cardiff is because he ended up getting them relegated. And Ollie managed the Man United reserve team for a couple of years, so he watched some of this team grow and develop. But whatever happens regarding Solskjaer, we'll always adore him because at the end of the day, he's a club legend. He enjoyed 11 years as a player for Man United. He flourished under Sir Alex Ferguson's guidance. But the reason he's still Man United manager is because he's a club legend. That's what's basically saved him. Disregarding being a club legend, I can almost assure he wouldn't have been Man United manager now because we've enjoyed very bad periods under Ole where he's been very, very close to being sacked. I think next season, Solskjaer's got to win a trophy if he is to remain Manchester United manager. Solskjaer's not yet won a trophy, and we haven't won a trophy since 2017, which is 4 years ago now, and that's nowhere near good enough to our standards. We appointed Ollie in December 2018 to replace Mourinho. He's been permanent Man United manager since March 2019. There was United fans that thought we made a mistake giving him the job permanently, but we're giving the job permanently, reflecting how well he did as the interim manager in that 3-month period. But, you know, Ollie deserves credit. He really, really does. You know, since he's come in, I think he has made good signings as Man United manager. So far, he has spent over £300 million. He must have brought a good 14, 15 players in now. In the summer of 2019, he brought Daniel James, and Wan-Bissaka and Harry Maguire in. In January 2020, he brought Bruno Fernandes in and Odin Igalo in on loan. Igalo left in January. In the summer of 2020, he brought Edison Cavani in, Donny van der Beek, Alex Telles, Amad Diallo Traore and Facundo Palestri. We loaned Palestri out in January. We got 4 of those players on deadline day last summer. And in this summer transfer window, so far brought Tom Eaton in and Jadon Sancho. And like I mentioned, Solskjaer's brought some academy players in. He's got rid of a lot of the deadwood since he's coming as well, which he knew he had to do. Like I've said, we're going to get rid of more of the deadwood in this summer transfer window because he's still deadwood at the club. I like the way Solskjaer develops the youth. You know, when Solskjaer got appointed in as Man United manager, he assured everybody would get their chances to express themselves, including the young players, and more or less everybody has been given their chances. But when Ollie got appointed in, he knew he had a lot to do at Man United, and he knew it was going to be a massive job despite him knowing the culture of the club. You know, Solskjaer did well in his first full season, did well in a lot of aspects in his second full season. And we've enjoyed very good periods under Ole where we have seen consistency. You know, we haven't been the same team since Ferguson retired. And a lot of United fans predicted it was all going to go wrong when Ferguson retired, which it obviously has done for so long. You know, no one's going to replicate what Ferguson did at the club. And no one's going to last as long as he did. You know, Ferguson won 30-odd trophies at Man United, including 13 Premier League titles. So, reflecting on that, he brought success to the club. And Ferguson enjoyed, what, a 27-year tenure at Man United. But he didn't settle in straight away. because he didn't win out in his first 4 years at the club. But Solskjaer's our 4th permanent manager since Ferguson. The 3 managers we've sacked since Ferguson was Moyes. We sacked him after 10 months. We sacked Van Gaal after 2 years, despite him winning the FA Cup. And we sacked Jose Mourinho after 2.5 years, despite him winning the Europa League, the League Cup and the Community Shield in his first season. And Mourinho got a 2nd place finish in his first season. So you can say Mourinho enjoyed one good season at Man United. We've overpaid for players in recent years, and our recruitment has been, was poor for such a long time. In that aspect, the blame stems from the board. We've only won 4 trophies since Ferguson retired, and must have brought a good 41 players in now since Ferguson retired, and we spent over £1 billion. I think that includes the wages as well. Like I've said to you, the Glazers, they've been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. A lot of United fans have been demanding the Glazers out. There was a lot of United fans protesting against the Glazers at Old Trafford towards the end of last season. The Glazers have put us in so much debt. The Glazers have been at Man United for 16 years. They bought the club for like 500 million back in 2005. Towards the end of last season, Solskjaer did reveal that the Glazers apologised because they was planning to scrap the Champions League for the European Super League. And he did say the Glazers could be forced to sell Man United, but for only £4 billion. I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. Joe Glazer attended a fans forum on the 4th of June, which was last month. His first attendance in 16 years, and he promised Man United supporters that Solskjaer would get the funds that are available. Woodward, he's been one of the biggest problems at the club for a long time. We know that Woodward is leaving Manchester United. Woodward has had a 16-year association with the football club. So anyway guys, that's everything to update with today. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless. See you all again very, very soon.